What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Wednesday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. Go ahead and check them out in the description to this video. So today, talking about the freeze continuing across most of the nation. We are going to have some temperatures dropping throughout the overnight, especially for the southeast. You guys are in it now, so going to go over all of that, and then getting into our roofing outlook for our roofer contractor friends. Some of you guys are going to be dealing with some heavy rain, some with snow, and if you're not getting hit by either of those, you're getting those cold temperatures. So going over that, and then honing in specifically on OKC, Denver, and Dallas. What's it going to look like tomorrow for your roofing weather, as well as for the next little bit here. So before we get into the weather, though, whether the storm is out, don't forget episode 4 dropped, I want to say 2 days ago at 5 p.m. So that's out now. You guys can go ahead and check out 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's all on Atlas's roofing YouTube page. So this last episode is going to be more about how Derek storm chases and what he does. You guys love the big excessive truck and all the radar wrap and his little gears on that. Check it out. That'll be cool. We also have some stuff on there about the Atlas shingles and some large hail intercepts, all sorts of cool storm chasing and roofing geared content. Now I'm getting into what's been going on over the last 24 hours for your Halloween. Midwest did see a snowy one. Got some lake effect snow moving into Michigan as well as parts of Ohio and Pennsylvania. Not too much, an inch or two here and there, but even a friend of mine down in Dayton sent some blowing snow that caused almost whiteout conditions. So regardless of the amount of snow you saw, you got a little bit of an impact one way or the other between that blowing dusty snow and a couple of inches up through the Great Lakes. So that's kind of been the story for the past little bit besides Halloween. And that's continuing through the Great Lakes. You can see that lake effect coming off onto the shore in New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, etc. That's going to continue into today, and then a little rain, wintry mix down in Connecticut and Massachusetts. But the rest of us are pretty dry. The only other place that's really got anything going on is the Pacific Northwest, where we got some rain predictably moving through, but otherwise, cold temperatures, that's the name of the game. 33 degrees in Minneapolis, 44 in Oklahoma City, sitting mostly in the 30s and 40s across the nation with some scattered 50s, and then, you're warmer down in the far, far southwest. So winter pattern setting up here. Wind chills wise, it's still cold out there, low of 9 degrees in Minot, North Dakota, but the rest of us are mostly staying at or below freezing. If you're anywhere in that deep blue. So chilly out, but nothing too wild. We do have some wind happening, high wind watch in effect if you're in that dark brown around Cheyenne and up I-25 there. That's, some gusts getting up to 60 miles an hour possible, as well as some higher sustained winds, and that's going to last all the way through your Friday. High wind warning in effect here now along I-80, and that's going to be for gusts up to 60 miles an hour on that one as well. And then, just, again, some higher sustained winds lasting through Wednesday. For the southeast, now we got a lot of that purple on the board there for that freeze warning in effect. This is all going to last overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. Temperatures dropping down in the mid-20s to low 30s. Just, causing an issue for some folks that have some outdoor plants, anything like that, but it's going to be in the overnight hours. And then if you're not in that freeze warning, you also got some chances at red flag warnings, meaning it's dry, it's windy, it's cold, fire weather is possible until this evening. So that's kind of what we got going on across the nation for watches and warnings. But specifically for OKC, not too bad. Popping up into maybe even the 60s. Tomorrow by around 3 p.m., sunny skies, clear across the board all the way into the overnight hours when we drop down into the upper 40s. Dallas seeing pretty similar conditions as well, popping back up into the 60s again by around 3 p.m. And then, possible to see a little cloud cover popping in by the evening hours, and then again dropping down into the upper 40s. Denver could even be just a touch warmer than us here in the South Plains, into the mid-60s by the late afternoon hours, but still sunny, and clouds moving in into the evening hours. But for your roofing weather, it's pretty nice for tomorrow in Denver, Dallas, and OKC. So that's some good news for us while we've been dealing with this chilly weather. Rest of the nation, Here we go, all right? We got some 30s and 40s by around 3 p.m. I know it's a little tricky to get up on those roofs if it drops below 40. So that's kind of what we're dealing with up in the upper Midwest here. And then we do have some rain and snow showers if you guys are in the New England states or the Pacific Northwest. The rest of us, though, are pretty good to go by around 3 p.m. and then into tomorrow afternoon. Still seeing some pretty nice temperatures now for more of the country. Clear, dry, not too windy, and we got temperatures in the mid-50s. So finally getting some better weather to get out there on some roofs for us in the central and southern part of the U.S. And then, you know, still some chilly overnights, but overall not too bad. There's your 48-hour forecast temps for anywhere through the southern plains, the Front Range, and parts of the Midwest and Southeast. A lot of 30s and 40s on the board overnight, and then popping up into the 50s and 60s during the daytime if you're really anywhere in the central U.S. Staying cold in Minneapolis. I mean, it's Minneapolis. Same with Chicago, staying pretty chilly. Atlanta, again, you got that freeze warning in effect overnight. So, you know, you get some colder temperatures then, but should warm up a little bit better throughout the day. So here's your freeze tracker. If you guys have any concerns about any of that, your purple is going to be if it's below 40 degrees for our roofers. Blue is below freezing. So by tomorrow, or I guess midnight tonight into tomorrow, you're going to see those freezing temperatures pushing all the way down into the central Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, the Appalachians, Rockies, but then into your Thursday morning, possibly having a later start to your workday. If you're a roofer, going to be dealing with 40 degrees and below for a lot of the southern U.S., but that should move back up pretty quickly throughout the early afternoon hours, and so you should be clear for that, and then, you know, that freezing temperature is going to move up as well. So wind chill wise, taking a look at that, not too bad. Sitting in the 20s and 30s up for the northern U.S. by around 5 p.m. today. No real frostbite risk with this, but, you know, it's just cold, so good jacket weather. If you guys are out there 8 a.m. tomorrow, still sitting in the 20s to maybe some 30s out through the Rockies, but again, just chilly, just something to take note of if you guys are out through that region. And then snow-wise, today, a little dusting through the New England states with the remnants of everything we looked at earlier. And then, you know, into your Thursday, could possibly see more moving through Idaho, Montana, bringing, you know, an inch or two of snow to some higher elevations. So jet stream just really isn't doing it right now for severe weather. Super west to east flow, and it's packing all of that cold air up north, and it is letting it warm up down south. So if we want another round of severe weather down that way, you know, we got to get a little bit of environmental return and instability. So for that to happen, it's got to heat up, got to get those high dew points moving through, and this gives it a chance to do that. By Friday afternoon, still super boring jet stream, but we do start to see a little dip in it by Saturday. So we'll keep an eye on it, see if it does anything. Not sure if there's going to be enough time, honestly, to heat up enough for severe weather between now and Saturday, just based on how cold it is, but we'll watch. Meanwhile, we're kind of looking at snow. So Friday afternoon, there's that snow now moving through Wyoming and Montana, and then it's going to continue off to the east. And there you go, by Saturday morning, starting to pick up on a little precip happening through the central plains, but the severity of that is going to be highly questionable. So the only other thing of note, guys, daylight savings time is ending on Sunday. So if you're in Oklahoma City now, new sunrise is 6:55 in the morning, new sunset is 5:31 in the evening. So the sun is no longer blinding you on your way to work, it's blinding you on your way from work. So that's kind of fun, but you know, you'll get an extra hour of sleep from Saturday through Sunday morning, and now you got to set your clocks an hour earlier come the weekend. So we'll remind you guys of that as it comes closer. But that's it for today. You guys can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And if you want to get in contact with us, go ahead and give us a call at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we'll be back tomorrow with the latest info, but for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.